Have you ever stopped to think about whom we are and who God is in relation to us? As we live our lives, we get caught up in the day-to-day challenges of dealing with issues and other people. Most of us live on autopilot and deal with life as it presents itself to us through our five senses. Most give little thought to what we can't see, and that includes God. We believe he or she is out there somewhere, but we seem to only look for God in times of emergencies and crises. In my book, God is Alive and Well, I present a 21st century view of who God is and who we are in relation to him or her. God is described in the Bible as the light of the world, and I've compared that light to the light particles and waves that make up quantum energy. When we think of ourselves, we think of the physical body that we see in the mirror and others view as solid with unique features. However, when you strip away the color of your skin, we are all composed of flesh, blood, bones, and organs. We are all the same in physical composition. What makes us all different is what we can't see with the naked eye. We are composed of 4 unique bodies and not just the physical one we see. We have 3 bodies that we can't see. We have an emotional body that houses our love, fear, compassion, envy, and jealousies. Every emotion you have ever had is stored in your physical body, the good and the bad, for your entire lifetime. You also have an invisible mental body that houses your belief systems. These are formed often without you even knowing it throughout your life. These beliefs begin with the culture you grew up in, and your parents are the chief architects of those beliefs. Your teachers in school reinforce those beliefs, and every person you deal with in life has an impact on your belief system. You believe that your beliefs are your truth. However, today that truth is being challenged by meeting and living around people of other world cultures that don't act and think as you do. Hence, the crisis we are witnessing in society today is being demonstrated as tribalism. The last but most important invisible body is our spirit or soul, which comes to us at birth as a piece of God's Spirit that resides with us throughout our lifetime. This raises the question of how God fits into this picture of the human who has 1 visible body and 3 invisible bodies. God's desire is for every person to return to him or her as a pure, sin-free person who seeks a connection with God and is guided through life by that Holy Spirit. However, God has given every person the free choice to go their own way and be guided by the urges and the contents of those invisible bodies, or connect with him or her. The problem is connecting to the Spirit of God is just the first step. The Holy Spirit cannot bring light into a person's emotional, mental, or spiritual body if they're filled with the clutter or sins of a lifetime. With God's help, removing that imbalanced energy is the second most important part of connecting to God's Spirit. God can only fill a person's body to the level he or she is permitted. Let's do a little demonstration of what we are saying. I am holding a glass in my hand that is partially filled with stones. Let us think of the glass as the human body, and the stones as the sins or imbalanced energy a person builds up over a lifetime. Now let's fill the glass with water, which would replicate the light of God wishing to enter. Now it would appear that the glass is full, but is it? Let's take an empty glass and transfer the water into it. Is the glass full? No. The moral of this little story is God can only fill a person when he or she lets go of all those collected sins or imbalanced energy. Emptying yourself of them gives room for God to fully enter and reside in your four bodies and guide you through life's challenges and joys.